Hi, I'm Courtney McQuade with Markets Group here at our 12th Private Equity Forum in New York City. With me is Mark Dzialga, Managing Partner at Brighton Park Capital. Mark, great to see you.
Great, thank you for having me.
Of course. So you're just coming off our closing keynote session. Will you share with our viewers what a couple of the key takeaways were from that?
Sure. I think the most important thing we talked about was the success that private equity in general has had over the last 20 or 25 years. And what I tried to say to folks is that a lot of it is the result of just a tremendous amount of innovation that's taken place over a long, long period of time. And if you think about the disruptive nature of the business models that have developed and the technology we now use in our everyday lives to do things that we couldn't do 5 and 10 and 15 years ago, it really has been the cornerstone of what private capital has gone into. And then the second thing we talked about is just all things related to digital disruption. And if you think about using unique technology just to make businesses better and to reduce transaction costs and reduce friction and just to create better consumer experiences, that's what digital innovation and digital disruption is all about. And so those were the kinds of things we talked about with the group.
That's interesting, and especially I'm sure AI is a big part of that.
It is, and I think that will fuel the next leg of growth in what the innovation opportunity is. It's very exciting. There's a little bit of hype. There's a bunch of substance, and I think it's important to separate the two, but I think you should expect, as it relates to the automation of business process, there's going to be a great opportunity, and I think as consumers, we're all going to benefit from it, and we're starting to see the early innings of it, and customer service is an example in terms of the chat bots that are out there, and I think we'll expect to see a lot more of that in the future years.
We'll all be so much more productive and efficient.
We will. If you think about just by the numbers, I didn't mention this, but if you go back to the late 40s when manufacturing jobs in this country peaked, about 38% of the employment, today it's about 8%, and yet 60 million new jobs have been created since 1980, and all of those are in the new economy, new services, new products, new capabilities. And so, as Warren Buffett used to say, betting against innovation in the US is a very bad strategy, and I think we've all benefited, and hopefully as private equity firms, we've contributed to the capital that's, made better businesses and made better consumer experiences.
Fantastic. And so tell me, how have you enjoyed the event so far today?
It's been a great event. It's a terrific group of people. I've met so many different people from the investment business and limited partners and entrepreneurs, and it's very well organized. Lots of great people, great venue, so I've had a terrific time.
Wonderful. Happy to hear it, Mark. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and we're reporting from the sidelines of our private equity forum.